Hello and welcome to this special edition of Smashcast, New Year's edition. New year,
Holy
game.
crap!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And we're getting to the Mario circuit, so even a new stage.
Yes.
Who's here?
What are we doing?
Who is here?
Hi, I'm Brit
This
from YouTube.com/8Brit and YouTube.com/SuperVirtualSquad. Check us out for all the latest hints and tips on Mega Man Legends 3.
Well put, Britt. Well put. Also joining us today, Ryan.
Hey.
He's been on every but one Smashcast.
I thought it was 2.
What?
Well, I guess I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Okay. And here,
You had a surrogate.
here in the background, we have special guest, Josh.
New challenger approaches.
Also,
Just like Smash Brothers.
also from Super Virtual Squad.
Snapchat at Josh Locks, Instagram at Josh Locks.
He has a YouTube channel where he plays the
Locks.
guitar or smokes his smoke pipe.
For entertainment.
I just gotta say, I'm really happy to be here tonight. You guys all look beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
By far the nicest compliment in the world.
So, God, let's just go ahead and get into double. Brit is double fisting.
You don't have to announce every
Alcohol.
time I have.
Well, I
beer.
do when you are announcing it visually in front of my face. Look at how many alcohol I can consume.
There,
at
I'm done
time.
with one. I'm done with one. On to the other. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, what's our topic for today, Mr. Stupid Idiot? Fucker.
Our topic for the day is best games of 2014, games that we got to play, and then games that we really wanted to play because we couldn't because we're poor.
Yes, it's 2014 has been the year for me, at least, the most probably unstable financially.
Yeah.
So I've only gotten to play like a handful of these games.
I think between the two of us, we've had our handful of automotive issues,
Yes.
tickets,
Yes.
Yeah.
concerts, and
Job losingest.
yep.
It's the job losingest year.
This season of for me on Steam, this Christmas season, I think I spent the most.
I kept it under $20, so I'm happy.
I spent quite a lot, and the sale ends in 2 days. So
Yeah.
we'll see when it ends, really. But
Yeah.
anyways, out of all the games I bought, I think.
Wait, we didn't announce who's who.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, before we get into it,
Sorry about that.
a big whoops.
Loved fans, thank you for waiting this long to find out that Ryan, who was not with us last time, rose from the dead to have won as Sonic and chose Link
Yes.
for this one. I think that's
My favorite.
he is he your favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, he's my favorite too. Josh got second pick because he's special guest. Tell him who you are, Josh.
I'm naked boy.
He's the,
Shulk.
He's
he
Naked
got
Boy Shulk.
Right there.
and he got the smash ball. He killed Villiger, which is Dov.
Which
That was
is
pretty
me.
Cool. That was pretty good.
And I'm Lucina, because I think she's cute and she's a fun character to use.
And you spent 2 hours unlocking her last night.
Yeah,
Wow.
Unlocking her with his eyes.
unlocking that chastity belt.
That was weird that I was thinking the same exact thing.
Wow. Okay, Ryan.
Yeah.
Back to what you were saying, whatever that was. Like anyone cares.
Well, like I was saying,
The 12 people that are going to watch
Forget.
this care, Britt.
um,
That's you, me, 10 other people that I do not know.
oh, yeah. So out of all the Steam games I bought, I think one of them was new from this year. That was Gang Beasts.
Oh yeah.
But the rest are just stuff I've been looking at for a long time, and nothing was from this year. And Gang Beasts isn't even officially released.
Yeah. Well, you did play Jazz Punk.
That is true.
Jazz
But
Punk
that
is-
was not. I didn't buy that this season.
Well, it's not this season. It's this year.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're just saying
Yeah,
out of the
he was
Steam
just-
game. Okay.
Yeah,
We
he was
were
just
talking-
talking about Steam sale.
Yeah, okay. Well, the only
Yeah.
one I bought that was from this year was none of them. I didn't buy any. Well, Blade Symphony. I think that might have.
Skyrim
Skyrim wasn't
was a
this
few
year.
years ago, but I think that can still count as this year.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's a really long game.
There's
so.
the Elder Scrolls Anthology.
That is true. That
I think
did.
that was this. No, it was in the last year.
Yeah, that was. Dang.
It has dropped in price. It's worth getting.
What did I play this? I'm pretty sure I didn't buy anything this last sale that was this year, other than Blade Symphony, which I don't know when that was released, but that's really cool. That was a really neat game.
Pretty cool if it is from this year. You know?
Games that I almost bought, but because of money, I was like probably shouldn't. Transistor came out this
Yeah.
year. That looked really sweet by the people who made Braid. Child of Light, another really cool, like a Ubisoft, almost kind of. It looks like it'd be an indie game, but it's made by
Did
Ubisoft.
that come out this year?
Yep, that was this year.
Oh,
I
I thought that was.
I
older.
No.
think I might be able to count that as a game that I played while I was in. Sorry to interrupt your
No,
thought.
you're fine.
While I was in Columbus waiting on my brother to get off work, I walked into a Best Buy and that was the game that they had playing.
Child of Light.
Child of Light.
That's the weirdest demo game.
It was just what was loaded onto the demo PlayStation 4,
Neat.
and so that's what I spent an hour doing, and I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way that it doesn't like force you into battles, and there are like interesting things that you can do on the screen with the little orb character.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're in the battles, you can actually like distract enemies by sending the orb character over while you're making a decision. So like enemies would be able to take their turn, but you can just like throw your orb, and it like it like blinds them for a little bit, and it bumps them back because it's like a track on when.
You're right.
Because
Appreciate it.
it's dependent on speed.
Okay, quick detour here. It's faded a little bit. That's not the console doing that, right?
Oh no! See,
Is it the time?
when you move the gamepad, it.
But is that the console? Is the console outputting that?
Oh.
We're gonna have to keep the pad moving
Yeah.
because I think that shows up on the capture.
Oh, that might.
So just every few minutes we'll
Yeah.
bump it.
That's a little behind the scenes. We don't know what we're doing tidbit for you guys.
Because this is our first time doing it on Wii U. And for whatever reason, Nintendo doesn't want you to play their games for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So
they don't want you to not play their game for more than 10 seconds.
Oh, it's really weird. I didn't know that it did it on the screen. I knew it did it on the gamepad.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do this without the gamepad, Josh? You're the only one that's on this game for longer than.
Tap the screen. Did it change?
Yeah. Well, it changed to the. I now have
Okay,
a small version of the screen in front of me.
What is that game called? Road Redemption, the early
Oh,
access
yeah.
game.
That
I believe
looked
that
fantastic.
came onto the store this year.
If you send
It's
Amazon
35%
sent
off.
me.
Yeah, I remember you were going.
Yeah,
you
all the
literally you opened up and it was like, let's look at some crappy early access.
Yeah, it was.
games.
Oh, it was with
Oh,
David
what's
and
this?
Ryan.
Oh, that's nothing. That's just like a ground and some players. That's not gonna ever be anything. Oh, that's another crap thing. And what? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wow, that looks.
it
Wow,
caught my eye. It
you
was like the
can-
third
you can hit
game.
each other, and you can drive on things, and you can grapple hook onto a helicopter. And it looks, whoa!
Yeah.
Looks. I'm ready to buy that now.
Yeah. No, it looks. Oh, Lucina just got a triple kill. No, yeah. Fucking, I want to get it
Road
so bad.
Redemption.
I think it's called Road Redemption. It's like Road Rash rebooted.
Yeah.
We need another Road Rash game. Trying to say something, David?
No.
David just turned off the TV.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing we were going to try to do on this Smash Cast. A lot of new things happening on this New Year's edition of Smash Cast.
Our New Year's resolution, fuck up so bad that we can't even upload this video.
I like that. Maybe get one new follower. Brit, if you could start watching my shows, that would be great.
I didn't know you were on YouTube.
Oh.
I thought you just did this for like just kill your free time. I didn't know this was like being
So-
sent to people.
I'm probably the most qualified to be here.
Because you
But
actually
also-
played games this year?
But also the least qualified to be
Right,
here.
right.
the same time.
Because you weren't
Interesting
invited.
point. Like what I was saying.
No, but I was able to keep a job throughout the entire year, and
Yes.
therefore was able to actually buy a PS4.
I transitioned into a new job.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
But
I transitioned into a
I
brand
probably
new not
bought
job.
the most games from 2014 year, but at the same time
Haven't
didn't
played 'em.
play them
Yeah.
because
I've been there, just buy
I
a stack of games, and you're like,
I just
have
got
time.
the PS4 like a few months or like 2 months ago, and there was already a good like amount of games that came out that I wanted to play.
yeah.
So I bought a lot of good titles, but the
Didn't
most
have
that I
time.
might have put into one is like maybe like 4 or 5 hours,
Yeah.
which is going to be my top game of 2014.
Yeah.
But it might not be fair because
That's like the
that's
only
the
one.
only one that
Yeah.
I actually
What game would you say?
played.
He didn't mention it yet, I don't think.
Should we just do our top game in 2014 and then move on to the other games?
Yeah,
Just to blow through it?
I think that would be great.
Okay.
Just
Ryan-
because we don't have a long list.
Yeah, it's
Don't start with me.
don't start with
I'll start.
Okay,
Okay, Josh will
well,
start.
I mean, he's the one that's got material though. So
Don't-
once
don't
we
let's
burn Josh's
Do you want
fuse,
me to
I'll
start?
go second last.
Should I
so
start?
much uncertainty.
I guess
It's
I'll
like me
go.
trying to level a character in Skyrim.
I know. It took him like he was trying to choose a perk. It took him like 15 minutes. I'm like,
I chose nothing.
yeah. He didn't even, he's like, I'll save that for later. I'm like, David, what the fuck are you doing? You're not fucking.
No.
I think I said that on SVS a million times.
Yeah.
I always say you're not applying to a college. Just
I
fucking
do that,
just
I do that
choose.
sometimes in games.
Just
I'll save
choose.
up. I'll
Well,
save up like ability points and stuff because I don't know where I want to go on skill trees.
today at work I
Wait,
was
what are you
thinking
talking
about
about?
it.
Just go for it.
It's
Like the
In
perk.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
Oh, I do that all the time.
See, today at work I was thinking about it. You know, sometimes when I'm having a really good day, the mean things Brit has said to me just like flash through my mind, just to knock me down a peg. And just as his voice was going through my head, saying what he said to me, I was like, why didn't I just do one-handed and smithing? Because that's all I'm leveling in.
I
was
would
like, why
have
was that
suggested
so
that
hard?
to you. Well, okay.
But Brit, your top game for 2014.
I want to start off by saying this was kind of a shitty year for video games.
I would agree.
There's been a couple really good releases, but
Like 5.
Yeah, like a top 5 wouldn't be hard because it would be like literally
The games that were released.
yeah. And then there's been a lot of decent games, and then there's been a lot of like games that were built up so high, and they were supposed to be like game changers, but they were just stagnant, kind of lame ducky things.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 2 titles that stick out in my mind the most, and I don't think I'm gonna choose between them because they both come from franchises that I hold so dear to my heart. So just gonna go right on the bat. One of them, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay.
Went to the midnight release. Bought that game.
Collector's edition.
Yeah,
Right,
the
right.
deluxe edition, which was
Oh.
it just says it on the box.
It came
Nothing, no other difference other than $10.
Plus, besides Sonic the Hedgehog, that's the only game you talked about in last Smashcast.
Oh, I did talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I haven't had a whole lot of time with it, which sucks. I haven't beaten it. Well, I've played it for like 12 hours.
Sonic.
Yeah.
No, Dragon Age. I've played it for like 12 hours, but like it's all been like menial like tasks and stuff I've been doing because I've gotten so drawn into doing every little thing, so I've made no progress.
I bought the game the day it came out, and then I found out that I know nothing about Dragon Age because I haven't played any of the other games.
I tried to teach him.
I started the first quest and I found a goat and I chased it way out into the middle of nowhere and I have no idea where I'm at. I haven't played it since.
Well, that's a good.
I'm gonna
reason
wait.
to stop.
I'm gonna wait until I read about the previous games because I know I don't want to play through them
No,
as bad as that sounds.
Yeah. No, I mean they're long games. They're
Yeah.
really long.
I mean the Dragon Age Inquisition. Everyone's been saying it's 80+ hours. Easy.
Yeah. No, it's been really fucking fun. Character customization really cool. I even started a couple different classes. All the classes feel really different, which Dragon Age 2 was really bad at that. Like most of the classes were like just kind of felt the same, even if it was like a warrior or mage, it was like the same thing. But no, it's
I was pretty excited about the intro to the game.
yeah. It starts off you
Yeah.
like hit new game, and all of a sudden it's like
it
this,
explodes.
yeah, an explosion.
Yeah.
Like there's all these soldiers like marching towards the thing, and then like it's like the main menu where there's options, load
Right.
game, new game. You hit new game and just poof, and like
Yeah.
You definitely get a feel for how long the game's gonna be because the
Right.
opening of the game literally takes like an hour
Mhm.
to finish.
No,
Yeah.
I was at my friend Nick's for Christmas, and he just booted it up, and he's like, I don't want to play this because he's got it on his PlayStation 4.
Mhm.
He's like, I don't want to play this. There's just like, have you seen this at all? And I was like, yeah, my roommate was playing it. I didn't really pay any attention to it, and it's just that endless marching of soldiers.
yeah.
And he's like, no, this is just what sets the game up. And he hits new game, and there's that just explosion.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. And he's like, yeah, that's how I knew that I was gonna love this game.
Yeah. Well, okay. Spoilers
This,
for Dragon Age 2. Do you care, Josh?
I don't.
I'm gonna be vague, but it's
Well, there's
it's,
no need to be vague. Nobody's gonna, other than Josh, nobody's gonna listen to this.
okay. Well, okay. Dragon Age 2 ends. It ends with a terrorist attack.
Really?
Yeah. On I'm not gonna say who to who,
Okay.
but it was like such a climactic way to end a shitty game. Like no, like the ending of Dragon Age 2 was like, all right, so that was good enough to make me want to play Dragon Age 3. Dragon Age 2 was a fucking bore snore
That's
of
awesome.
a game. Yeah, no, and then Dragon Age 3 opens with just a giant explosion. I don't know. It was really cool.
So is that your top game for 2014? Is Dragon Age?
Tied for top game. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, baby.
Okay.
Everybody says it's so short. Oh, what the hell is this? Shut your mouth.
There's nothing wrong with a short game.
It costs $30 on
I mean,
release.
That's what we saw with A Link Between Worlds,
Yeah.
which some have said is as good as A Link to the Past.
I like it better.
I know that's a little okay. All right, so they added an
I like it
extra
better.
4 directions.
No, that's not why. That's not why I like it better. I like it better because there's more conveyance. You know
Yeah.
where to go.
It's in
Right.
And like
it's-
Link to the
it's
Past, you're like,
3D.
where?
Yeah,
Like it's
I mean, you
Link
kinda-
to A Link to the
it
Past is
kinda,
very
like-
linear.
right.
Like, you need to go to this place first, but it's like it doesn't really let you
I-
know you need to go
I
there.
always did the dungeons out of order.
But it makes the game a whole lot harder.
It's fun.
And there's
Yeah.
a couple that you can't really.
Right. Well, there's like if you go to get the power glove before you actually go through the level that it wants you to, because you go through 8 before you go through 7 and 6.
Yeah.
If you get the power glove, because that level's not hard at all, you can just save the Toad, who is actually the other dwarf blacksmith from the Light World, and enhance your sword.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the game a whole lot easier because that sword does double damage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are just like little things that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like it better because it's faster paced.
Right.
It kept my attention.
Right.
I have not beaten the Legend of Zelda game except for Majora's Mask, kind of.
You didn't beat A Link Between Worlds?
Nope, haven't beaten it.
Wow.
I like it a lot.
Oh, I love A Link Between
I
Worlds.
love. I love it, but I haven't beaten it because I just for whatever reason I can't bring myself to do it. I got close in Wind Waker. No, I didn't. I just played it for a long time.
Yeah.
I just sunk like probably 12 hours into the game and didn't even get a third of the way through just because I was just fucking around.
That sounds about right. It's
Yeah.
It's a decently long
Yeah,
game.
it's
Yeah,
It's a long-
I guess so. But
a
no,
long
I
game.
don't get very far. I love the games. I love the world. It creates a place that you want to exist in, but I don't get very far in it.
Right.
I don't
Did you
know
play
why.
The HD version or
Yeah, at your house for a couple hours.
Okay.
But it's
so
beautiful.
It's so much easier to play.
Yeah, because you got the
original.
sail that's like.
Yeah,
well,
the
that
speed
and then
sail.
like the
they-
shards,
They streamlined the Triforce shards.
Good.
which is
Yeah.
the whole reason that I didn't beat the GameCube version.
Yeah, I heard bad things about that quest.
So,
Yeah.
what
But-
Link, Legend of Zelda games came out this year?
No,
Hyrule Warriors.
Well,
Hyrule
it-
Warriors.
Yeah.
Didn't Skyward Sword come out this year?
No, that
No.
was 2011.
That was
That came
3
out.
years
That
ago.
came out a week before Skyrim.
The trailer for the new Zelda
Are you kidding me?
kind of came
No,
out.
I'm not.
What is?
It's
I've not heard of that game for like.
I didn't beat Skyward Sword until
How did you not know about Skyward Sword?
what?
I played maybe an hour of that game, and
a year after its release, I didn't beat it because I played it for 45 minutes when it came out, and went, I want to dedicate time to this. And Skyrim comes out Tuesday. I'm just not. So I put it on the shelf, and I was like, I'll come back to you.
Alrighty.
And then waited.
Just to play that game. I bought a Wii and the collector's edition.
Yeah.
Just to play Skyward Sword.
There was one person that came up to me.
How did we get on Zelda?
We were talking about
Metal
short
Gear
games.
Solid. Metal Gear Solid went to Zelda.
Yeah, well,
for obvious.
Actually, we can go back to that if you want.
No, we will,
Yeah,
but continue. I was just trying to.
Because I was gonna actually raise an interesting point that you picked Metal Gear Solid 5 as like pretty much a tie to Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
And they're like completely different games.
I know, but I love.
I was gonna make the connection because we were talking about PT earlier, and I think that PT and Metal Gear Solid 5 can relate quite a bit
To each other. They're both teasers to a greater game that's coming out.
But Metal Gear Solid cost $30.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
Metal Gear Solid had.
Also longer than PT though. Well, no, it's actually not.
Well, it depends on if you know what you're doing in PT.
Yeah.
But no, Metal Gear Solid 5 comes with challenges. There's a lot of replay value to that game.
I think. PT fits in the games that I played of 2014 that came out in 2014. I think that's my top game.
PT?
Yeah.
I've yet to play that. I need to do that.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
You need to find someone at the PS4
Yeah.
who's downloaded it.
Right here.
I think it's just it was so perfectly crafted.
It really was.
It's beautiful too.
It is a gorgeous game.
It's amazing how realistic it is. It drives you into the atmosphere. It slowly decays the atmosphere around you and makes you think, why am I still doing this? And you continue doing it.
It's probably the most surreal game I've ever played.
Honestly, the most messed up part about it is the first bit of dialogue, and that's just the radio telling you that a man slaughtered his family, which is a common occurrence in the universe that you're in, and you're like, okay.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
God.
That's not. I don't want to spoil anything
I've
crazy.
just only seen little bits, and it's
Ryan, don't spoil it.
Ryan, you would love it.
I bet I would.
We'll have to get a PS4 and play with you.
Yeah.
Because it is really cool. Careful for your feet, buddy.
Sorry.
It's fine. I don't know if the mic's picking it up.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 was pretty awesome.
Metal Gear Solid. I actually had to beat it for several friends that bought it because they couldn't beat it, so I had to play through it while they watched because I could do it really
I
fast.
didn't have any trouble beating it actually. It was the easiest Metal Gear Solid game I've ever played in my life.
Jake died a billion times. I think he beat it on his own once, and I beat it like really fast after he did.
You said I beat it quicker than you did.
Yeah, well you kind of Rambo'd it.
Yeah.
I snuck. I don't think I got spotted my first try. But no, it's.
I love the way it controls. I'm actually really excited for Metal Gear Solid 5 to come out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy that game.
Yeah. No, it control wise, it's the most streamlined, and it makes more sense than any other Metal Gear Solid game.
And it actually made me go back and play Metal Gear Solid 4, and I actually put like 12 hours into the game before I stopped. Which is further.
There's
than
nothing can get me to go back to that game.
No, that's further than I've ever gone in any Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah.
So, no, I take that back. Because Metal Gear Solid.
Didn't you beat Snake Eater?
Metal Gear Solid 2, I made it like 70% through the game, and I just got sick of.
So
whatever.
Your games were.
Dragon Age
and
Metal Gear Solid 5. Well,
Did you say what yours were?
I said PT.
Oh yeah. That was unofficially, and so.
Okay, have you thought of one?
Yeah. I've not played a lot, but as I'm thinking about it, there are a couple. Gang Beasts. Is
so much
fantastic.
Such a good party game.
It really is. I've been looking at more of the social, real party games where everyone is actually there. Along with that is Battle Block Theater for the PC.
So good.
Really great. It's just both these games really make me smile.
He's smiling right now.
I'm trying to remember how I was.
He's actually frowning and crying.
I know that you guys were over, and I can't remember what I was doing in the day, but I came home and I saw that your brother's car was parked out front. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to deal with him today. Whatever was going on in my life, I was just like, I don't want to deal with people right now. And I walked in, and it was just on the screen, and you guys were like, "Hey, come play this game with us," and I was like, "What is this?" Okay, and then as soon as I did, you guys are like, the controls are really simple, but they're hard to master. But it's fantastic, and all I did was like threw my arms up, because that's like a thing you can just do, is just throw your arms up. And I was like, "This is it. This is the game I want to spend all of my life with."
It's so good.
It's in early access, but they are adding stuff to it. Last couple times I checked, they added a couple maps, and they keep adding more features as far as customization.
I think they added sombreros.
Yeah.
Different costumes, kigurumis and stuff like that.
But yeah, it's the best because it's legitimately the most fun instantaneously. And also because there's not a whole lot of competition, because I've not played much. I have been playing a lot of Leaf Green recently.
Yeah. So are you not going to talk about Jazz Punk?
Oh yeah, Jazz Punk.
I was going to say, I
forgot about Jazz Punk.
I want to talk about Jazz Punk. I was waiting for you to bring it up, because that's another game.
I don't have anything written
saw
down.
Brit playing Jazz Punk for like 30 seconds today.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm familiar with it.
It's the game where I'm sure you've seen me play it before. It's like all the characters look like pieces from a board game, and they all have like these weird, deep, muffled voices. Okay, it's the one where you go up to Frogger. Frogger is on the side of the road, and you talk to him, and you have to get him across the street. And every time he dies, it goes back to him. He's like, "You want to retry?" But he has like a cast on or like a black eye.
Please, nope. Okay.
let me get real with you for a second.
No.
About Jazz Punk.
Sure.
I know nothing about it, and today I called Brit, and he didn't answer his phone. You know, he's unemployed right now, so I knew he'd be home. Yeah. And I came over anyway, and I walked in, and he was at the end of Jazz Punk. So I saw the end of the game apparently. He was sitting there, and it looked like the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life.
He was
playing,
good.
It looked like a Virtual Boy tennis match.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the heck is he playing? And I felt so bad for him because he doesn't have a job and he's sitting there playing this awful game.
Oh my god. I don't need your pity.
But then it changed and it looked a little bit better. And
no,
that's my experience
it's really
with
cool
the game.
Because there's a lot of comedy games, but from what I've seen, the comedy is out of just straight silliness. In the content, they really meld the gameplay.
Oh yeah.
With the comedy, so that the actions you do are the punchlines, which I've not seen as much.
I think
for the 30 seconds that I looked at it, what I gained from it was that it was a lot like WarioWare.
A little bit, like where it just throws in different mini games, and you have to learn a new set of rules. No, that's my favorite part. My favorite joke is you go up. There's a brain just kind of laying on a table. You go up to it and click on it, and it brings it up, and it's like there's a guy who's like, "Show me where he lobotomized you on this doll," and it brings up the gross little finger, and you just poke it anywhere, and he's like, "Oh, he got you right in the noggin." That's all. I laughed so. It's so clever. It's such a funny game.
What is it? Wedding Quake.
Wedding Quake. It's a first-person shooter, wedding themed. It's so good.
It's hidden.
Yeah, it's a hidden game.
You'll have to show me this game.
It's fantastic.
I'm actually gonna make a video, and it's gonna involve Jazz Punk in the future. So
yeah,
click on my channel, please.
all of my games are very much alike in that they are very much
different, kind of weird,
the game
non-traditional.
They're very much alike in the fact that they aren't anything like
no,
each other.
I mean different from the norm.
Yeah.
Not different from each other. God damn it. No, you have a very eclectic list. I like it.
Yeah.
Mine's very AAA.
Right.
God, I feel like such a dick when I choose a bunch of AAA games.
Yeah.
Well,
You should.
I mean,
Fuck.
Josh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
it's your turn.
What?
Should we check in on the match?
See, I'm just gonna have Josh tell us his, and then we'll check in on the match.
Okay.
Or we can not let Josh talk and check in on the match. Your call.
My call. Let's let talk Josh.
Let's let talk Josh.
No,
Josh, please let's let you
I'm
talk.
dying to hear it.
I need to know, what was your top game 2014?
Can I just say Josh is living in my shadow?
Yeah.
That was a hint, guys.
No, I caught it. I caught it immediately. Josh.
Yeah. It's hard to pick really because I have a lot of good games that came out this year and I haven't played them. But I think now that I've been sitting here and we started talking about that Jazz Punk game, it brought up the memory of Nidhogg.
Oh yeah, Nidhogg. That came out.
But it's
It came
kind
out
of,
this year.
I think
Are you serious?
Yeah, on Steam.
where I'm standing right now, Nidhogg and Shadow of the Mordor are kind of close.
Really?
Because Nidhogg, when you first showed me the game, we made the video. That was probably the most fun I ever had recording a video for our channel.
It is just pure fun.
It's hilarious.
I didn't realize. I thought Nidhogg was way older.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Shadow of Mordor, like, it's an interesting game because I can sit there and play it and just I can mess around and kind of like in a Grand Theft Auto sense. It also has the Nemesis system, which is one of the greatest things I think that have actually come out in 2014.
Can you describe that?
And then we can here in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Shadow of Mordor, I can put down. Like I played it when I first bought it for a good while, and then I set it down. I played it a week after that, and it's like I could pick it up and I could just keep playing it and know how to play. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
It has a great story. I love Lord of the Rings, so like it meshed well with me.
Cool. I like it too.
The Nemesis system.
Well, first I want to say the Nemesis system, just that alone could be its own game.
Yeah.
Like it is such a cool like mechanic that I think they could have based an entire game off of it.
I feel bad for people that played it on the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Yeah, because they didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's like I can't even think about the game without it.
I don't understand.
Ryan's like freaking out right now. What are you going to say? Like,
What is it?
Tell me about it.
Wow.
Well, okay. The Nemesis system is okay. So fucking, it's Sauron, right? He's got an army.
He has an army, and there are Grandmaster, I think is what they're called, Grandmaster Generals or something like that.
Grandmaster Flash.
I believe they're called trolls.
And then there's each one of the generals has like bodyguards and such, and there's a military system basically in the game.
Just a rank system.
Yeah, and you pretty much no matter what you do in the game, this system there's everything you do affects it. Whether you get killed by somebody or you kill another character,
the generals will rank up. Like if they manage to kill your character, they will get promoted and like power up.
And it's not just that; it's just like the fact that all these nameless like CPU characters all of a sudden have meaning. Like,
they have weaknesses, fears.
They remember you.
Oh my goodness.
They get angry.
They get scars from like how like if you burn their face, like, and they can survive if you don't. Pretty much, if you don't cut their head off, there's no sure way of knowing that if they lived or not, because they can just come back. It's like, haha, you thought you killed me, and
Oh, it's so cool.
That's
my favorite thing. But like you'll be tracking one down like a Nemesis, and then sorry, Josh, I cut you off. But like you'll see like. You'll do like a sword clash, like when they see you, and it's like, "Ha! I beat you last time, and I'm gonna get you, you scallywag."
And a lot of people actually complained about that, said it got repetitive and they got tired of it. I'm like,
there were so many different voices.
I'm perfectly fine with it. Like I could watch it every time.
There's a lot of different voice actors, and sometimes they just grunt. Sometimes they're like, "Woo, woo!" when they see you.
It delves as you get in further into the game, like parts that I haven't even gotten to yet, like. It delves even deeper to where you can attack a person in the military system and like make them do like your bidding. Like you can make them assassinate a higher ranked officer or something for you, and then they can take that person's place, and then you have control over them to boss around anyone that's below their rank, and things like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really cool
mechanic, but I think the most important thing is that it's giving you a relationship with enemies, so that it just gives the whole game more purpose and a more personal.
Yeah, exactly. No two playthroughs is the same.
In the story of the game and like the whole plot, it works perfectly because technically your character is like in between life and death.
Mm-hmm.
So when an orc does kill you, you don't die, and they when you encounter them again, they like realize like I thought I killed you, like you're still here, but it's just crazy how smart the system works with the ideas.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Should we check in?
Let's check in on our fighters here. Maybe there we go.
We got the old 9X, the 17-incher.
But this is a 19-inch screen. Thank you very much.
Please wait. All right. I cannot see our lives.
It's,
here,
Villager
I've got
winning.
Yeah. What we have here: Link at 42, Shulk at 42, Villager at 49, and Lucina at 46.
Ooh.
So the real
really
contenders
close.
right now: Villager and Lucina.
But it's anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, it could change. We've seen
always
some
is.
drastic.
Yeah,
my goodness, the one where it like turned around, like
just
like that.
right there.
Or last time when Bowser was dead when everybody had 30 lives.
30 lives. Bowser just done.
Fuck Bowser.
That's really cool about this game is you can jump off people's heads. Like Shulk just jumped off of somebody's head and knocked them down to die.
I like that when there's contact physics with the characters.
Oh yeah, Lucina baby, get him, Lucina, get him. Where you going? Girl, get what the hell? What? Jesus!
You're gonna enjoy it. I got to see it, but you didn't earlier in the video. Link, well, I think that's the game, but it'll be the video for you. Link fell to the right of the screen and would have died, except he landed on a platform that extended and was just jumping. It was just jumping, and everyone was battling and over there jumping. As soon as the screen started moving, he then jumped onto the screen to not die. Not really sure what was going on right there.
Yeah, these aren't no amiibos, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do amiibos, right, David?
I would hope so. I would really like that to be where we go with this.
That goes into them.
I think Nintendo specifically made this Smash Brothers for our channel.
Yeah. They're like, Smashcast was a good idea. Let's make amiibos.
They're like, have you seen that WizardBlackgaming?
We might as well just talk about Smash Brothers now, because I mean that's one of my top 2014.
Yeah, it's definitely one of mine.
I've not played it.
Yeah, I haven't.
It is better
really
than Brawl.
Yeah,
that's. I mean,
it basically took everything
Brawl.
Good from Melee.
Might be because I have
took
Brawl.
everything bad away from Brawl and made this. I mean, there's a few like mini game stuff that's not in here, but
we're playing on the.
That's not what it's about, you know.
We're playing on the Mario the Kart 8 track,
right?
Well, that's also another game.
Another game that we're
and
it's on the list.
I haven't played that one either, but it's just
really
see the winding track. It's like I want to get my hands on this.
No, we should
Kart.
get that too. It's so much fun. No, but literally my only complaint about Smash Brothers is a vain complaint that is, I hate that they took out Snake and Ice Climbers. That's my only complaint. They took out two of my favorite characters.
Everyone was a little mad about Ice Climbers.
The reason they took Ice Climbers out is really stupid. It was because the 3DS couldn't handle. Apparently, it couldn't handle the way
two
Ice
characters
Climbers worked.
Oh, that sucks.
Don't have Ice Climbers in the 3DS.
Yeah, and that's what people were saying. And
yeah, no, people were upset.
They could have had
Brit. There's a chance that Snake could come back. I mean, like you can get Mewtwo online right now.
Oh, he's out now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought it didn't come out until next month.
Maybe, I don't know.
I know they are.
Release more characters. So
well, I've heard that they aren't doing DLC other than Mewtwo. That's what the guy is like. Yeah, I don't want to do DLC, but it could change.
Right.
I mean,
well, we're talking about racing. There's
my butt hurts.
We were talking about the road rash, and I was looking at distance, and That looks amazing. Also,
Road Rash?
no distance. We were talking about not Road Rash.
Spin Tires?
Road Rage or whatever the
screen.
Road Redemption?
The motorcycle.
Is that an item?
Oh no, that's Road Rash, dude.
Okay, yeah.
The original game?
No, we were talking about that. That just made me think of.
I'm so fucking confused. I don't know what you want to talk about.
Yeah, when will we... What?
What?
Because we talked about Road Redemption, which is kind of based off of Road Rash.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan. What racing game?
The Distance.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not heard of this.
No. It looks great.
Is that movie with Justin Long?
No, it's the song by Cake.
Going the distance.
Okay.
Going for speed.
Going for poop butt.
No.
Going for greed.
I was hoping one of you had heard of that. Well, never mind. Can't really have a discussion.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right.
What makes it different than other racing games, Ryan? One word.
Math.
You lost me. That was your chance. That was your one go.
The premise of the game is that equations pop up on the screen and you have to enter the total. And the more equations you solve, the faster you go.
Is that motherfucking Mavis Beacon racing?
Is Jeopardy a racing game?
Yeah.
There's time.
Yeah, dude. No, the other day I think I was playing Skyrim and Ryan was like watching me. I was showing it because I just bought it for PC and I'm like, wow, look how much different it is. And Ryan asked me, do you like puzzle games? And I said, no. And he said, really? I'm like, Ryan, of course I like puzzle games because that's like fucking 75% of games integrate puzzles in one way or another.
Yep.
It's just such a general question. Like, do you like fucking
Professor Layton?
Yeah, Professor Layton is one of the cutest ass games I've ever played in my life.
You know what I don't like about Professor Layton though?
What?
All of the puzzles.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if they got rid of the puzzles, that game would be a lot better.
All they care about in that goddamn Forsaken world is puzzles.
It's so amazing.
Their lives revolve. My favorite quote from Professor Layton in The Miracle Mask. There's a bully guy that you run into a few times. He's like, I'll leave you alone if you can solve this puzzle. And then he's like, I doubt you can do it. I mean, I can. Of course, I know the answer, but I want to see if you can. But everybody loves puzzles.
I want to
great.
try
Really,
Puzzle Agent.
Really,
Puzzle Agent's so good. Go play Puzzle Agent. That's actually Telltale Games. Telltale.
Really?
Yeah, that's puzzle.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either
That's
until
puzzle.
that's
It's
Puzzle
puzzle.
Agent.
That's puzzle.
Puzzle Agent, very good. You can probably buy both of them on Steam for like
what's
$5.
that head?
It's from Brain Age, I think.
Yeah.
They've been,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've bought so many games. See, math.
Turn it off.
Speaking of math, have you heard of this racing game? It's called.
While we're talking
Frogger.
about racing, let's talk about Street Fighter.
So Super Smash Bros. 3DS.
Okay.
What about it?
It seems like once the Wii U version came out, that no one talked about the 3DS.
Well, yeah, that was just a
Yeah,
placeholder for
Yeah,
that
it
month.
really was.
It was literally
like,
the
what
people
we
that couldn't wait.
have to not have to wait.
The people could not wait for the Wii U version, so like, let's just buy it on 3DS. That's
It's
all
not,
their
it's
sales.
not bad.
Did you
No, I
see-
know it's not bad, but it's not the Wii U version.
Did you see all of the just smashed 3DSs?
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
a few of them.
The first guy that I saw,
I think they're fake because I
his
don't know.
analog stick popped off. I believe that. Like he was just going a little crazy with the analog stick, and
But there's been other fighting games on 3DS, which is weird.
yeah, but
It's not
did
like this
anyone
one's
play those?
intensive.
This one's a little bit more fast.
Sure, people played Street Fighter.
Okay.
Street Fighter's not as fast paced as this game though.
It's more intensive on the joystick though. Definitely, because you have to do like quarter circle turns like really fast and stuff like that.
Can you use a directional pad?
No, well you could, but you probably have better luck with the joystick.
But I can believe that someone would lose their temper over this game enough to where they would smash it.
Yeah.
I
Specifically smash it.
I thought you meant wear
They
and
wouldn't
tear.
crush it.
Well, I mean the one wear and tear. I can kind of see that because that's not a very strong.
No.
It's not a
They're
very.
using the
It's not very good,
thumbstick
yeah.
a lot, and then they just ran over it with their car because
Right.
They put it in the washing machine on accident, and then the next time they went to play, it didn't work. So it's like, what the fuck, Nintendo?
One of my followers on Tumblr was considering it. She's like, I want to get it, but I've seen that people have broke their 3DSs, and we were just like, do you
3 out of like 2 million people who bought the game.
We're like, do you play aggressively? And she's like, no, I don't play that aggressively. And I'm like, you're gonna be fine.
It is an isolated issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
not buying a Wii because people threw the Wiimotes through the TV.
Right.
Just don't do that.
Yeah.
I have
don't.
no grief about the directional or the joystick thing.
No, it's comfortable.
Yeah, circle pad.
I
just wish there was another one.
The game plays fine on
Yeah.
on the 3DS. A lot of people said it just doesn't. It's not as responsive. And I'm like,
I could see how it's not as
I
responsive.
could tell that people are a lot worse on the 3DS than they are on the Wii U when you play online.
Well,
but other than that,
see, my problem with it is that if I played it on the 2DS, I probably would enjoy it more because
they're closer together.
The buttons are actually a lot easier to control with the 2DS.
Your fingers rest on the L and R a lot better.
The 3DS, you've got a smaller area, so your fingers are just kind of like curled around a rectangle.
Yeah.
That's not how your hands are designed.
The XL feels a lot better than like.
Yeah, I can imagine because it's not as slim a rectangle.
They all make my hand fall asleep, and I don't think that's good for me.
No, probably not.
Also, if you add the Circle Pad Pro
more
attachment
comfortable
on, even if you're not using that joystick, it's still more comfortable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, should we move on to? I have a list of games that came out. I don't know how many we've all played, but I can just cut through them real quick.
Or you want to talk about Nidhogg a little bit more?
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about Nidhogg.
I didn't play Nidhogg.
Did you watch our video?
I did not watch your video, but I did see it get played. I know what it is.
Okay.
We should have a tournament.
Yes. SVSVS Nidhogg tournament.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
See, I don't want any part of SVSVS.
Well, it's got to be a punishment we agree on before we do it, because we were talking about SVSVS punishments, Josh and I, and David was like, no, I don't want to do any of that shit.
I mean, I don't play competitively. That's the only reason, is that if we play, I know I'm gonna lose.
Well, no, you just don't come in last and you'll win. That's SVSVS.
I mean, I understand it. It's just I don't
none of
have a
them
competitive
been
edge.
Super competitive. Like none of us have ever been.
I don't know. It's always
sure
like I kind of want to lose just to see the challenge.
I am pretty sure that if you guys knew what the challenge was for Worms, you would have played a lot more competitively.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Travis would have. Travis she just gave up.
Yeah.
Like he just wanted. You could tell he wanted to go to bed or something because he was like, I'm like, Travis, you were jumping into mines. He was like, nah, I'm fine, I'm good.
Yeah.
But no, like
I didn't know.
no, yeah.
Anyways, Nidhogg.
For the Nidhogg tournament, if we were to do it, it would be something probably general because we'd get like 8 people in on it. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't be able to do something super nasty or hurtful.
We could do it. I mean, you guys did an SVSVS on Smash Brothers, but
yeah, we
8-person Smash.
Yeah. No, there's not.
Also, Gang Beast. I think supports up to 16 players.
Yeah,
and I got a dongle for Christmas.
I would play. I don't even care if I
lost.
lost.
I got a dongle for Christmas.
So we can go up to 8 like now.
Yeah.
Because sharing.
I can't imagine doing an SVSVS with
that many people.
Yeah.
Worms was crazy enough.
Yeah.
But let's go back to Nidhogg because I don't want to go too behind the scenes.
The game, it makes you laugh harder than you've ever laughed before.
It's pure like. It's a really good spectator sport too.
Oh yeah, no,
it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it's
just
really
a joy.
Great.
It is.
Like playing
well,
really
it's like
just chasing the fast mode.
What's really nice about it is that it's quick, and then control of the board changes so like you don't expect it.
Yeah,
like,
I love it.
Even when you're playing, you're like, oh, am I okay? Let's do this.
It's my go. Yeah, that's what I like because it's like it's so non-traditional, but in the simplest way. Yeah, it's just go to your end of the screen. That is it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how has this not been done before?
Also,
it's a race, like a non-parallel race, and it's crazy. It's weird.
And it's also it mixes good fast combat with a long drawn out duel without
there's
restarting a new
there's a lot of subtleties to it. Like there's a I don't know if you've done it, but parrying Is the thing where you have your swords under and you move your sword up?
That's the fundamental part. Like, because that's like when you're playing with good people who know how to block. That's important that you know how to actually do the fencing mechanic.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Because if you're up against someone who can stop, move through you, you're not going to get anywhere, and it's just going to be stalemate the whole time. So you have to really work into that parrying and stuff. Plus, they just add a lot of variance because
I love, like, crawling around on the ground.
Yeah, I loved the rolls to like the tackle rolls. Oh, the game is so good. It's so 1-to-1. Like when you're controlling it, it's just so snappy. It's great.
It actually, if any game it might have was like inspired by, I would think maybe Joust.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Joust.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which did Joust come out this year?
No, I think that was about 25 to 30 years ago.
Oh, okay. It earned it.
We should get it on arcade. We should find a fucking Joust cabinet and SVSVS that.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't mind
I don't
owning
even
it.
know.
You don't know what Joust is? It's what the knights that ride the ostriches.
The ostriches?
It's like.
Oh.
You gotta hit. You gotta poke each other.
Yeah.
Do you really not know?
It sounds familiar. I probably.
Okay. I have it for the Game Boy. I'll let you play it.
I'll let you borrow it. You have your Game Boy on you, Ryan.
Yeah, you can play it.
Should we tell them the Arby's story? Let's tell them the Arby's story.
Oh, okay. So let's like 2 weeks ago,
pre-Christmas.
Yeah, I guess because we could date this.
Ago.
We could date this. Ryan pulls out of his wallet some free Arby's meals.
Because we talk about getting food or something, and he's like, "Ooh,
I've got 3 coupons
to rub it in our
meal.
faces." I'm like, "Oh, that's all 3 of us."
Yeah, that's all 3 of us. There are 3 of us now. You have 3 of those coupons. Let's go get Arby's. And he was like super excited, and then puts his wallet back in his pocket, and he goes, I'm actually getting lunch with my brother and my sister in Columbus tomorrow, so we're gonna use it then. And so
I never did use it then.
Brit and I were a little bummed out. We were like, "Oh, I thought you were our friend.
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna get free Arby's."
I mean,
and so today, Ryan says, "Hey, didn't use those coupons actually. We should do the Arby's thing now."
And I mean, Dave and I have been probably sulking every night since.
Yeah, well, I've been sobbing.
I've been just walking around the house,
tears.
kicking things over.
Non-stop
just kind of
tears.
slightly upset, like a toddler tantrum.
But then I heard this news and I was like, that's it, okay. And I look at Brit and I was like, we're gonna go get some Arby's. And Brit was like, why? I don't like Arby's. And I was like, we're gonna use the coupons. And Brit goes, yes.
And we pull up to the Arby's like right when Ryan does, and we look at him through the window. I'm like, I can't wait to fucking rub it in his face that he's giving us free Arby's after he refused us last week. And we get out, and he's like, I lost the coupons. So we went to Arby's, and goddamn had to pay $7 for 2 ham sandwiches and fries.
Fries are good.
Fries are good,
and that is all we got between us. Ryan didn't eat.
Yeah, so we literally wasted a trip. We could have gotten sushi for that, half-priced sushi.
Oh yeah,
I had a shake.
The shakes are good.
Yeah, the shakes did look good in retrospect, but god damn it, was that I kept telling Ryan like this is a roller coaster, like this is a nonstop thrill ride. Will we get Arby's? Yes or no? I have no idea.
It would have been funny. This happens a lot at the place that I work, where they're like, I had a coupon, and then we were like, do you have it with you? No, I don't have it with me. Can I still use it? No, there's no way for us to... What?
David works at Bennigan's.
Yeah. But we should have been like, hey, we each have a coupon for 1 free meal.
But
can we use it? We don't have it with us. Can we use it still? How the look on the lady's face? I would have loved to have seen. What do you mean free? I'm not gonna give you a free meal.
No, just trust me. Just trust me.
I got the coupon.
It's just not with me.
That was just like an unintentional Jersey accent you just did, Ryan. I got the coupon. It's just not with me. No, but that was the Arby's fiasco. Is the only way I can describe it. It was a fucking scandal if I've ever heard of one.
It was delicious.
It was okay, but I looked at Dave and I said, we can make this at home.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, mine was
it's just
hot.
ham and cheese. Mine was hot too. Mine was just melted cheese on a ham. Yeah. It was good. It was good enough.
Stop going out to eat. Save money.
Well, the only reason we were out because it was supposed to be free. That was your fault. That was your.
It was my fault.
Let's go. Let's move on.
Mario Kart 8.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Actually looked at it. I'm gonna go pee. You guys talking about Mario Kart 8? I have to really go.
Okay.
So the thing about Mario Kart 8 is that
Go upside down.
you can go upside down. It's a mechanic that they didn't have in the first 7 games. Technically, they had it in the first game if you turned your console upside down. Is that it?
It doesn't actually function that way. You have to turn the monitor upside down.
I'm sorry. Do you mean TV? There were not monitors in the 90s.
Oh,
There were, though.
yeah.
Computers were a thing.
Well,
So,
I mean,
Josh, you're the only
display.
one that's played Mario Kart 8. Is there any reason anyone should ever invest money into that game other than the ability to go upside down?
Let me put it this way. If you've bought a Mario Kart game in the past and you enjoyed it, then it's worth your time and money.
It's just like the old ones.
It's just like the old ones, but it's the best one.
It's like what they do with the Mario Party series.
Like many of Nintendo's
Oh, good. Brit's back. We can stop talking about Mario Kart.
well, like a lot of
Mario
Nintendo's
Kart.
I really didn't
IPs,
feel like talking
Party.
about it.
Like
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
not
Nintendo's
an-
IPs, it's now in 60 frames a second. in
Sure.
1080p.
Actually, just
No, it looks great
Which
and
makes
it's a
it
fun
better.
game.
nobody cares about the game. Just cut that section out. Okay, so we've got here a list of games of the year that came out that we either played or did not play.
Should we run? We've already talked about Jazzpunk.
Metal Gear Solid, we did that. Stick of Truth.
Really cool.
Didn't play it. My boss at the library, she was like almost in tears when they announced that it was actually going to come out because she had been following the development for like 3 years. She's like, David, you have no idea. I was like, are you okay? And she's like, I've been waiting for this game. It has been canceled and picked up 5 times in the last 3 years. And I was like, are you really? And she's like, I didn't think it was going to happen. I don't believe it. When she picked it up, she was just like, she called off.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't see her for a week. I was like, is my boss okay? Nope, she was just playing the Stick of Truth.
It's so good.
I want to play it really bad. and-
It's like being in an episode of South Park.
Well,
it is.
Well, from what I look when I saw people playing and I watched reviews, it seems like it's Earthbound. Like it really
A bit.
seems like it's an Earthbound
Yeah.
RPG.
Oh my! I never made that parallel, but yeah,
I've not played Earthbound.
What?
I've only seen Earthbound being played.
And that's a great game to like build off of.
Yeah.
What I really like about
fits
it
the South Park theme
is that the creators actually gave the developers the animation engine.
Right.
So the game itself is actually made in the same engine as the show is created in, because they've gone when they went digital, so they were able to use that same.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's how.
And the beauty of it is, I've watched maybe a handful of South Park episodes, and I know that I'll still like the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it appeals to a wider.
There
audience
are a
than
lot
just
of
South Park
references,
fans.
but it's like its own episode
Right.
Yeah.
of South Park,
Right.
and it's really clever.
It's like-
It looks really good. It plays so smoothly, and it has like a lot of like in-depth RPG elements that you wouldn't expect.
It's like being able to watch the South Park movie without watching any of the show ever.
Yeah.
See,
That's
I
how
was
it works.
I was a little upset because when I met you guys and you had me guesting on a Super Virtual Squad, that was an idea for a game to play, but what Matt had to take it back.
Yeah, our friend Matt worked at GameStop, and that's how he would let us like borrow games, and that was one of the games that he rented from GameStop. But No, I don't think that would have been a good idea to play that. I don't think I was for pro.
Yeah,
because it's a comedy game, and it's
an
hard to
RPG,
be.
It takes a while.
It's hard to be funny on top of funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
You gotta have a depressing game.
Yes.
Like Devil May Cry.
Right.
God, no, that turned out. That was.
It's probably our worst video we ever
I
made.
deleted. I was like, episodes 2 and 3 worst in episode 1, so those didn't even go up. I think episode 1 had a couple funny parts. I think it opened.
It's kind of like when we did Tony Hawk. We just completely zoned out,
Yeah.
just like playing.
Which is bad. You don't want a Let's Play to be a walkthrough.
Right.
But
Right.
the funniest part is I think there's a statue with boobs. And I laugh, and Josh goes, "Yeah, I know."
Did you see the nipples? Yeah, I saw the nipples.
that was the only funny part.
All right, we're gonna move on down the list here. The Walking Dead season 2. We're not allowed to talk about it. Get season 2 if you haven't played season 1. Play that. Get season 2. Play it.
Oh my god! I just want to say, God, how dare they? How dare they break my heart a second time?
That's the actual slogan for season 2.
It's
God, how dare they? How dare they break my heart a second time?
The Walking Dead season 2. God damn it!
I'm so
Holy
excited.
shit! No, because I want to talk to you because there's some like almost metaphorical stuff going on there in season 2 that it gets really meta, and I don't know.
All right.
I'm not gonna say anymore.
So we're gonna move on.
Good.
Really good series.
Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son is the next game on the list. Good memory, Josh.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
good game.
I've played about maybe 6 hours of that one actually.
Okay.
Oh, so you know, I beat it.
It was one
Actually,
of the first games that I bought when I bought the PS4.
it's so cool.
I
I
didn't
almost
expect it to be.
I
just bought it because it's one. Of
I
the
don't
two
like
games.
Infamous. I don't think it's a good series except for Second Son.
Mhm.
But
I
I
didn't know
thought
there
you
was
would like
any
it
other.
because I think it's a lot.
there's 2 other games.
I figured it would remind you of Jet Set Radio Future a bit.
Yeah, a bit. But I was gonna write an article. Our website, SuperVisualSquad.com. I finally went to my dad and talked to him. Like, what's up with our website? We have the domain. Actually, I don't think we have the domain anymore. But we lost hosting on the site, so we just need hosting. We have the domain. I was gonna write an article about that game because I think there's a lot of symbolism in the gameplay and like because you assume these different superpowers. Like you are a conduit. You absorb other people's superpowers. So there's like smoke, neon, and internet. No, it's like
That's my favorite superpower.
it's like television. I don't know. Like you like turn into cathode rays and like you can fly around. It's really weird. But I think it's all metaphorical. Like because you're starting a revolution. You've got like smoke, like fire. You've got neon, like a punky sort of. They're all and then like television. They're just like I think they're symbolic of different ways that like revolutions have started.
Right.
And like I don't know. I just think it's a really cool game.
Well, the game's also built around like segregation a lot. Like,
Yeah, it's about oppression and revolution and rebellion, and it's punk as hell.
You know, yeah, and I think
It's so cool. I don't know. I
The
like
biggest
it.
issue I had with it at first is when I picked it up is it controls. It feels like you're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and you're off your skateboard.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels.
Oh yeah, it's
And
a little bit floaty.
But you get really used to it like pretty quick.
That's
and
one
it
of the-
feels really comfortable fast.
I think a video game that is just fun to control your character is it speaks volumes for the game. If it's fun to run around and explore, you got a good game.
Yeah, it can be slightly repetitive though, but I guess the repetition isn't necessarily bad because it's fun to do, and it can be quite difficult to do.
It is a hard game.
All right.
But I loved how it like just threw you right into the game.
We'll move on.
I didn't play Infamous, so that
Far Cry 4.
Our next one on the list is actually Tamagotchi Live.
Tamagotchi Life.
Whatever.
It's so fun. It's so cute.
I don't even know what that is.
Tell everybody about me and your Tamagotchi.
Okay.
I can't even say this.
It's been a while since I checked up on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Josh wasn't friends with anyone. Like you make your Miis and they have like little bubbles above their heads when they want to do something. And like it's usually like introduce me to this guy, and it's like, and he's like, what should I say when I meet him? And you're like, I don't know, be funny. And then they go and they have a conversation. It can either turn out good and they become friends and then they like hang out, or it goes bad and they're just not friends. And Josh wasn't friends with anyone. A lot of people, like I made Jake in mine, and Jake literally didn't ever want to meet anyone. Like he just like his speech bubble would just be like, I'm hungry.
Was he in the? He was like in the hamburger room. Right?
Yeah, he wanted a new
room.
He wanted a new room, and then I found a hamburger room in the store, and I changed his room to, it was just like the inside of a hamburger, and like his couch was like a hot dog or something, and he just fucking sat in there.
He loved it in his little hamburger, and he didn't want to go out, didn't want to socialize.
No, but it's cute because your Miis get married, and they have actual voices. You can make them sing songs. It's so fun. I actually got it for my little sister this Christmas, so it's a good game.
What I think is very interesting is that's how Jake is in real life.
He just sits in his hamburger room.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And I'm like, Jake, this is rotten.
Remember,
you've had this hamburger room for years, and he's like, no, I like it.
It did for like slightly seem like a depressing game when I watched you play it a little bit, just because everyone's room seems so barren and lifeless.
Yeah, it seems so sad.
I've never even heard of it.
It's a cool little game. I don't know. It's like Animal Crossing,
you remember Gigapets?
Yes, I remember Gigapets. It's like
Ryan.
No.
Gigapets.
He was too young.
Do you remember Tamagotchis?
Tamagotchis.
I remember Tamagotchis.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
a
that,
Gigapet.
but with people.
Gigapet's like the knockoff.
Well, Gigapet's the
Gigapet
Americanized.
was the
No, I
original.
know. No, it's not.
Gigapet was
I don't
the
know.
Americans.
I always just called them all Gigapets.
I mean, it's the
Right.
same.
It's
They
the
all do
same
the same
concept, but just one has more poop.
That's what it all stemmed from, Ryan.
Tamagotchis.
Yeah. Tamagotchis it's like Tamagotchi, but with people.
Yeah.
You take care of actual people.
All right, next on our list, game I actually played, Fable Anniversary.
Woo!
And let me tell you, let me take it back. Back in my day, there was a game called Fable, and it allowed you to explore a world.
The Lost Chapters.
It was the Lost Chapters. Yes, it was. It allowed you to explore a world that was semi-humorous, semi-serious, and that was all right, and super buggy. And so, for whatever reason, they decided to remake it with better graphics-ish and leave in all of the bugs.
That made the game.
It did. So
Bad. It made the game bad, but
faces don't
forgot to
render
take 'em out.
immediately. Which is
An ass created Unity did.
The worst part of, well, it's just that everything gets fuzzy after a loading screen and it defuzzes because it's just like
it's like instead of texture pop-ins, it's like texture fade-outs.
Yeah, it's like a Gaussian blur, and then it blurs down to resolution, and you're like, oh. I think you were in the room when that happened. And you're like, what's wrong with her face? And then her face appears, and you're like, what just happened? Why would they do that?
Yeah, I think I remember the menu. I'm like, how they made the menu worse.
Yeah, they made the menu worse.
It was already a bad menu, and then it was like, how did they do that?
They took out the one part of the game that I actually liked, and that was, and they were like, oh, we've streamlined it for you. In the original version, if you were on a mission, mid-mission, and you went to save, it was a save state of your character.
Yeah, the hero saves.
Not a world save. So your character's stats and everything would get basically pasted onto the last world save you had, which made your character stronger for going back through the mission. Or if you were like me, you had one save at the beginning of the game before you did anything, and at the end of the game you were on a mission and you saved your hero onto that first save, so you can just go back through and just have it be real quick. They got rid of that for whatever reason, so everything was a world save. So if you were on a really hard mission and you went to save, instead of just saving your stats onto the last save so you could go back through and level up and grind a little bit, you were stuck in the middle of the mission. Why?
I don't know. That game is poop.
I love
Fable Anniversary is the best 3 Fable games compiled together. You could say that.
Yeah.
One possibly could physically say that. I would agree with that.
How could a franchise just go so far downhill?
I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. It's like they took a solid idea and they were like, let's just make it like
worse.
Let's just boil this down to nothing.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Hey, do you know what fans of our game really liked about the game? Was that probably pressing A.
They want a dog probably and not die.
Yeah, not die. Everybody loved resurrection vials. Let's just give an infinite number of those.
Give more flies.
Yeah.
More flies. Dog. Instead of pressing Y, X, and B, just press A for everything you want to do. You want to fire your gun, press A. You want to swing your sword, press A. If you want to use some magic, just press A. If you want to open that door, hold A for a while.
You want a wife? Good news. They're all dirty.
Yeah.
They're all fucking every character in the game, even the posh ones, are covered in mud and shit.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's great because it's like I've got the richest, most fucking renowned hero in the game. Let me marry a dirty ass wife. Why can't I marry a rich person?
I'm gonna direct our attention here to the screen. Shulk is at 3 heads.
Jeez.
Still anybody's game.
Still could go anywhere.
I might retain my crown as second place king, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
Am I at 8? I can't really.
You're at
say
7 now.
7.
Yeah.
I was in 8 before.
Villagers still on top.
I hope I can claim second place, because that's the best. Second, first is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the hairy chest. So
I made a mistake making Shulk naked. That's the problem.
Yeah, you took away his armor.
Yeah.
So should we move down? Just to knock out a few more.
Fable Anniversary was the last of the list that I actually played.
Far Cry 4.
Lords of the Fallen.
That's not talking about. It's Dark Souls-esque. Dark Souls 2 came out.
Okay, Dark Souls 2. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
It's super disappointing. It made me. It's not as fun as the first game.
Everything we hate about the first game was different.
But it was okay. It was an okay follow-up.
Yep.
Not a bad game by any means, but it did not have the.
Did it make it easier to play? Was that the?
Yeah.
That's
not the complaint. That's not the problem. The problem is it's not a cohesive world that they built.
Oh, that's right. Because like the first one, you could go in any direct. You would die if you went in one direction, but you could go in any direction.
Like
yeah.
One direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Harry Styles, call me back, please. But no, yeah. Dark Souls 1, they made such a cohesive world that made sense and it felt really good to explore. And when you found an area, you're like, yes. Dark Souls 2, I almost had to restart the game because it just didn't make sense. They gave you an item and it's like the only place that I saw this item of use, I went and used the item at that place and that fucked me over.
Yeah.
I had to go out of order to find the item again so it could go someplace I hadn't gone before. And there was no reason for me to go that area, so I had no idea it existed. Use the item, then go to the next place.
Right.
But instead, I used the item on the place that I had been, and it's like, no, you're just supposed to wait.
Because it was that you had to free
stupid.
up that lady, right?
Yeah, and I freed up the guy that I knew about.
There for that.
That was a whole kerfuffle, but it was fun.
It does have the cat.
Oh my god, the cat, best character of the game. Thank you, cat.
She's got the most pretty voice.
She's so cute. Oh my god.
As hard as Ghosts and Goblins.
No. Ghosts and Goblins is...
It's a pretty difficult game.
Yeah, okay. Sunset Overdrive.
It looked fun.
Really cool. Played it for a while. It's got that infamous Second Son feel to it.
It is a game.
It is a video game.
I think I just died.
Yeah, I think Shulk's dead.
Shulk is gone.
Shulk is out. Long live Shulk.
I'm rooting for Link.
That would be cool. Right now,
Are you the only one? I've not seen any gameplay or anything of Sunset Overdrive. I mean, I've seen the trailer. That's about it.
Jake brought it over, and I played it for a good few hours. That was one of my most anticipated games. From what I've seen, not disappointed. I just haven't gotten to play it because I don't have an Xbox One. Because again, broke.
I would have expected it to be really gimmicky for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of, but you don't think of it as being a genius game. Think of it being a fun, goofy game. It's not gimmicky. It's more like slapstick.
I was like looking at it as if it was Dead Rising, but you could grind on things.
Yeah, that's kind of what
a little bit. It's more like Jet Set Radio, but if you added guns.
I like and dislike.
Almost the same.
Jet Set Radio and Dead Rising is different.
No,
way different.
but
what do you mean? How is that the same?
David has the floor.
I like and dislike how self-aware it is.
Yeah, okay. No, that's why I don't like Borderlands, because Borderlands is like, okay, I get it, you're joking. Stop!
Right.
Stop joking! Quit!
Because I think there was one point where there was like a boat you had to protect, and the character is like, well, if I die, I'm just gonna pop back up, but I don't know about this boat. And it's like, oh, no, right, he understands that he has a life system, and he's just gonna come back.
It's less obnoxious than you think. Because it's very bright, vibrant, but the humor is... Because Borderlands, that's like the big fucking... My big beef with Borderlands. It's like, please stop.
Right.
Shut up, let me play your fucking game. You're not as funny as you think you are. This isn't clever.
Right.
But, no, Sunset Overdrive, from what I've seen, it's a lot more self-aware, but it knows when to, like, tone it down.
Definitely looks like a really pretty game.
It is gorgeous.
What?
It's the Nintendogs trophy. Nintendogs, that came out this year, right?
No.
Okay. It was 2005 or 2006?
Yeah.
I had that game too.
That would be so great.
Pokemon the remakes, it's good.
This.
They're like the other ones, I guess.
I like that's all we have to say about that. And
we want to play Hyrule Warriors. Dave and I are ashamed that we haven't gotten it because I'm the biggest Dynasty Warriors fan.
And I'm the biggest Zelda fan.
And we haven't gotten this game.
Whoa.
Watch the magic.
In the house.
Right now, at this very instant.
Who lives in this home.
Who is in this home.
You may know more about The Legend of Zelda, but that doesn't make you a bigger
He
fan.
jerks off to Link every night.
I have a Master Sword.
He'll fucking kill you with it. I am the biggest Dynasty Warriors fan. Uncontested.
Mine's just small and fits in a little shield that sits around my neck.
Dynasty Warriors fan, uncontested here. #1 Dynasty Warriors fan.
I read the books.
He didn't.
No, if I did, I would help you write your video.
God, Jesus.
I don't know what Dynasty Warriors is.
Whoa. Oh! It's the most mindlessly fun game.
It's that game that has like the hordes of enemies and you just plow through them.
No, David's like
they're nothing.
I told David I liked the game and he's like, "Oh, really?" Like he's like,
I don't know if it was I don't know if it was like that disappointed.
No, it was just like, "Oh, I don't why do you like it so much?" I'm like, "David, let's just play." And David's like, "I can see."
Yeah,
I can
see it. That's what I can see it.
And it's just kill the game.
I think it's the only non-sports game that releases that many titles.
Yeah. Well,
there are 8 Dynasty Warrior games, plus each Dynasty Warrior game has one spin-off. Then there's Samurai Warriors, there's Dynasty Warriors Empires, there's Dynasty Warrior Gundams, Hyrule Warriors. I think that might be it.
But Hyrule Warriors, I would have to say, actually, there is a next-gen Dynasty Warriors, right?
There's Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends, I believe. It's PS4, Xbox
Hyrule
One.
Warriors
PC.
is the best looking one.
I don't know if the one on PCs. There's one on PC.
For polishing their games much.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors is by far probably the most smooth.
Well, I remember when you said that you really love that series. I remember back to when my brother and I's mutual friend Will was playing that like non-stop. And he was just playing it because it makes you feel like a god.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh my god,
he's like, there's no game that gives you this much power. And if you don't win, you're like, how did I not win?
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's the biggest like, what did I do wrong?
Let him play Drakengard.
Oh god.
Drakengard.
It's a lot like.
Definitely it is.
Yeah. But no, just plowing through a horde of enemies. It's a lot like when in Smash Brothers they do the 11-man like Ganondorfs, and you're just like knocking them off. That's the same feeling.
Yeah,
very similar.
Can you read that?
Bayonetta 2.
I love Bayonetta, the first one.
I plan on getting it.
I plan on getting it.
And the awesome thing is,
you've never heard of Bayonetta?
Yeah.
It's a hack and slash where you play as a girl whose entire body is covered by her hair. That is her clothes is her hair.
Comes with the first Bayonetta on the disc, so I'm really excited about it because I haven't.
And it looks really good because it's upscaled for the Wii U. No, it's fantastic. I'm also pretty upset I haven't played that yet. Little Big Planet 3 came out, I believe the same day as Dragon Age.
It did.
Yeah.
We were there.
I really want to play that because Little Big Planet is one of those little gems that nobody really talks about. But it's...
Who doesn't talk about it?
Nobody talks about
It's a great game to sit and play with.
Everybody loves it, but nobody talks about it. Nobody.
I guess so. I don't know if it's one of those games that
I love.
It's not like everybody
talk about it.
Everybody knows about it. It's a game that people know about, but people don't talk about it.
Right.
Like people think about it. I don't know.
I just don't know if there's a lot to talk about. Like
I don't know. It's a great,
very simple, like complex game. I mean,
it's got great user-generated content. And I think that's the
Yeah.
coolest part. But nobody, I don't know. It's just not fucking talked about.
like, does it even have a storyline?
No.
I
I
mean,
think it kind of fits in the realm of like Flash games in a way.
See, I think that's why it's
Nidhogg.
not like usually games that are talked about are games that have storylines.
See you, Link. You wouldn't want to be.
Link's not.
Oh,
Link's-
maybe. Oh.
Whoop.
Yeah, he's dead. Link just died. I don't know how.
Where's
I was
the
just watching the
stage?
Whoa!
What just happened?
That was cool.
I think that was an item. I hope that was an item.
No, it's
no,
still messed up.
they're still like villagers standing on nothing right now. What is going
What's
on?
that box?
We did something cool.
Yeah, something. Oh, this is a Smashcast first.
Something happened.
You got a glitch going.
in the system.
All right, Villager Lucina.
We still haven't talked about Far Cry 4.
I don't think we're going to. You
Let's
can
talk
just
about
drop it.
Far Cry 4 for. You
Okay.
get a minute.
All right.
So
If you
best
played,
game
if
ever
you
to
played
come out
Far
this.
Cry 3.
Yeah, you get the secret ending.
You
If
played
have you
Far
gotten
Cry
it?
4 and it's great.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta
It is
say.
fun. I
Crab Rangoon.
my
I beat it. I beat the game. I beat
It only
within
takes
about
15
20
minutes.
my
Yeah.
brother got it for me for Christmas, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down with it because I've been playing a billion other games. But I really liked Far Cry 3, and from what I played of Far Cry 4, it's more of that plus elephants.
Yeah.
So
The driving's a little bit more difficult, but other than that, if you liked, there it just happened again.
What is what? Oh, this is gonna turn this is turning it around.
no, it's not. I'm
What?
just dying. No, I had a fighting shot. I had a chance. God damn it.
So yeah, if you liked Far Cry 3, you like Far Cry 4. That's all there is to it.
Get him, Lucina, get him.
Oh.
Yes! Get out of here, bitch.
Oh my god, I do not know what happened there.
What is... I don't...
And
That's
time
some
for
fucked up
Far
shit.
Cry.
Yeah, it's just like the stage disappeared. Well, the first time it did it, it was there. It was just invisible.
That was fucked up. There was... I have no hope now. There was a chance.
Right.
I had a slim chance. Now, nope. This is fucked up. God damn it. Well, at least I'm second
Probably it's
place.
a glitch that you haven't updated the game yet.
No, I updated it.
Yeah.
Is there anything last minute we want to talk about that we wanted to play?
No, we've only got 2 heads left, so I think
Oh.
we can just focus on this for a little bit. Plus, weird things are starting to happen.
It's just got a whole lot. It's probably
Yeah.
happened the entire time.
and we just didn't notice. No, I've been kind of paying attention to it. Especially when you guys were talking about things that I didn't play.
This is where it happened. See, right there, like
Just all of a sudden.
Did you see the background just glitch out?
Yeah.
Like it just changed.
It's
all
when
of a sudden.
the stage resets.
Yeah, like
Get 'em
the road,
Earthbound
it'll flip
alien.
upside down, and it'll just go away.
Because it went upside down earlier, and I didn't know if it was like an item was used that turned the screen upside down, or if it just...
I think it just has something to do with the fact that you're on that moving platform.
What
but-
the hell? Why
but
would you do that,
the
Lucina?
The track is
Yeah.
still technically part of the level because you
Right.
can interact with it. So maybe it's just... Plus the fact that there's items interacting with it.
Yeah.
When I play, I usually don't have items turned on, so maybe that's where the glitch.
Yeah,
is
I'm
coming
not
from.
sure if that would be...
The
But
crates seem to have something to do with it. But this is where it happens, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll see it again.
That is very odd.
I want to see it happen.
yeah, I want to see it happen again, but I mean, just watch it. We'll see it happen.
See you, Waluigi.
Yeah.
Oh, game changer.
No, it's not.
I think
The game's over.
that might actually be what was doing it, because it was.
Get him, Lucina. Get him, Lucina.
Nope.
It just happened again.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What? What is that? Oh,
what the hell?
See, she's like walking on.
Yeah, she's walking on nothing.
Why did she
now.
use the smash? She killed Villager and then used her smash.
That's the second time she hasn't used her smash.
Okay.
Every time I see that
God damn it,
cowboy
Lucina.
Guy, every time I see that cowboy guy, I think it's that like porn game on the Atari.
Oh, the Indian rape game?
Yeah.
Probably.
And Villager is the victor.
All right. I'll give it to him.
Let's check our stats.
That was a little bit bullshit, though.
The stats still work the same. It does. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Shulk and Lucina were tied for the KOs.
What is the?
I had the most SDs.
What is the third stat?
Self-destructs. How many times you killed yourself?
So
that I didn't do
Link
that.
did not do that. Link, you just did not do a very good job being alive. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well,
but he still technically scored, or
he just died less fast than Shulk.
Yeah. Thank you all for sticking around for this special episode.
Let us know what your game of the year is.
Yeah, in the comments below. Subscribe. We should do this earlier in the videos. No one stayed for the whole hour. If you did stay for the whole hour, I really appreciate it, because I didn't have faith in you, and I apologize. I hope that you guys have a really happy new year, that next year we actually get some good games coming out.
Oh, there's going to be some good games. Nintendo's got it covered.
What is Nintendo releasing next year?
We got Majora's Mask coming. We got this new Xenoblade game coming out. Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out on the 3DS. Nintendo's doing some pretty sweet stuff.
So let's look forward to that in this new year.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Bring in those subs.
The Guardian.
Follow us on our respective channels. There are links in the description. There always are. Follow me on Tumblr. Share this around. Get the word out that we exist. That this is something that you can spend an hour.
we're not in your brain with this.
Yeah, we're not. We are real.
We are. Don't listen to your doctors.
Yep. Yeah.
We're not a figment of your imagination.
If you say you're listening to the voices, hopefully that we're just earbutted in. Go for a jog. Listen to us talk about games.
My butt really
Oh my gosh,
hurts.
the new Legend of Zelda's coming out next year.
Okay, love you all.
Wait.
Boy, Legend of Zelda 2.
Bye.
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 Hello.